Welcome everyone to Bharat CXO. Myself Kaumudi Vaidya. I have with me Mr. Ashish Jain. Hello sir, how are you?
Hi, pleasure to be here, ma'am.
Absolutely. So we are at the third edition of the Credit and Collection event today. So how are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling great. It's a great minds which have come together to share some inside story or the success stories of the organization and whatever they are doing it in their respective field. So that we also have a takeaway from their experience and try and go back and see to our drawing board how we can implement some of the best practices which we have gathered from this event.
Absolutely, sir. Secondly, I would like to ask you, what are some kind of trends or challenges happening right now in the finance sector?
Speed and agility, the dynamics is changing and it's changing as of yesterday basis. So it's difficult for us who are little old economy guys to catch up with the race that is there. The kind of science that is getting involved. I'll take up an example. Like when we talk about all these segmentations and other stuff, one prominent thing which come up is like your statistical models. Now, being a science graduate and MBA graduate, I have never studied statistics in my life. Now I have to go through that, do the learning, unlearning, and then learn and then deploy. So it's a difficult curve to be met. But let's see how we catch up with this entire dynamics that is building around the collection piece.
Absolutely, sir, absolutely. Nowadays, AI is playing a lot of roles in different industries. So, what kind of role is it playing in the finance sector, and is it a boon or a threat for it?
See, if I talk about AI, which is another technological phenomenon that is being talked about. I would like to take you all to a couple of years back, or maybe some 5-6 years back, when the fintechs came up, and the buzz around the fintech was the banks will collapse, the banks will die down. What happened to the fintechs? It's a big question mark. Now we are talking about the second phase of fintech, which is more of a collaborative approach with the bankers. Having said that, I'm a firm believer of the fact that technology will always be, has been and always be, acting as an enabler to help that last guy who's standing on the field. If the technology we can provide, help him to perform better by delivering him products and services, which is going to ease his operations, then the technology will make sense. Otherwise, technology is just another fancy thing to have it on the platter, but not to be deployed. So when I talk about this, considering this piece or this thought in mind, both human and technology will coexist. None of them will be replacing each other. So we have to live with that and utilize it to the best of the advantage that we all need to extract from that piece of technology.
Absolutely.
This is what I understand.
Very, very interesting insight. Lastly, I would like to conclude the interview by asking you, what are your suggestions for the young generation, especially the Gen Z today?
They are doing a great job. They need to be more conscious about finance, money, because money has its own color, and Gen Z need to understand that color primarily. And just to give you an update, an off-late study which has been published is that the behavior of Gen Z, when it comes to consumption, it's like a 2-minute noodle. But when it comes to money, they prefer more of an orthodox banking structure. So these are the two worlds in itself, which Gen Z behavior is signaling, and for us, we are still to figure out which way to go. So it's a completely paradigm shift that is happening, and the behavior is evolving of the Gen Z as far as the finance and money is concerned. So for me, it's a wait and watch situation when it comes to finance and other stuff related to banking or financial products. So we need to wait and watch, be mindful, keep watching their behavior, and then evolve our model accordingly.
Absolutely. I hope the Gen Zs must be getting a very good insight from you.
If I were to give an example which I've been observing in my family, on one hand, my son is a spender. When it goes to various events like hackathon, decathlon, or whatever you call it, or various events that take place, On one hand, when he's going to his coaching classes, he's using a bus, and when I push him to use a independent auto services, he says no, he wants to save money. Now, these is two different behavior, two different stark behaviors that is being displayed by my son. So I'm still trying to understand his psychology as to where he's going to be fitting in, or what is his thought process that is going behind these two behaviors, completely different behaviors. So it's a learning. I'm also trying to learn from the Gen Z. We'll keep learning, and this generation is going to be adding value to us as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. It was a lovely interview. Thank you.
Thank